Hello, welcome. This is the global community for adults who are healing CPTSD. My name is Athena, and I'm going to facilitate our time together today. We've all been joining together here and meeting up with one another to share in our collective and individual unique healing journeys for over 10 years now. It'll be 11 years this summer. It's such an honor to be here with you week after week. This YouTube channel is sponsored by the Foundation for Post-Traumatic Healing and Complex Trauma Research. And there are 2 calls a day, every day, 365 days a year. Very similar to this, very similar to the time we spend together here every single week on YouTube. I will post a link in the chat box. There's also a link in the description section of this video. This is your very first time joining us. Welcome to our growing community. We're so grateful that you've chosen to be here. This week, we are on week 4 of our topic of self-gentleness. These past few weeks, we have been diving into the topic of self-gentleness, and we've been listening to and learning from Dr. Femke Baker, who is a self-gentleness researcher, and she also has a TED Talk on the topic of self-gentleness and a whole bunch of free recordings over on an app called Insight Timer. And I warmly welcome each of you who enjoy Dr. Femke Baker. I invite you to dive a little deeper into her work. It's been really transformational for not only for myself, but for many people in our community. This thought of being gentle with ourselves sometimes feels, how do I say this? Let me know if this lands for you. But for me personally, I have this familiar feeling in my tummy or in my gut, like if I am gentle with myself in the ways that Dr. Femke Baker talks about, there's almost this undercurrent or this feeling as though I'm going to get in trouble or I'm doing something wrong. Now, I want to point out the absurdity of this in the most lighthearted of ways, because I am a grown-ass woman. I am 51. I'm going to be 52 years old. I'm considered a senior citizen. I get discounts if I go to certain restaurants to order food. I'm allowed to attend community centers and senior centers for free and participate in events. for senior citizens. And here I am sharing with you, very vulnerably might I add, that the thought of being gentle with myself brings up these very real feelings of terror and panic and fear. And it really speaks to the degree of childhood trauma. Yes, Jeffrey Sherman, it really speaks to the degree of programming. So if you are an adult who struggles to be kind and patient and gentle with yourself, because when you start to do something kind or gentle for yourself, you have a feeling, a sensation, an intuition that you're going to get in trouble, or there's a feeling of terror or fear or paralysis that comes over you. Please just know that you're not alone. What this speaks to is the level of control that you resided in for probably what could be considered a long period of time, years, maybe even decades. So my gentle reminder to myself and to any one of us who are struggling with these feelings of, oh, what's going to happen? Am I going to get in trouble? Am I doing something wrong? There's going to be retribution. There's going to be punishment for this. I just know it. I need to be going. I need to be doing. I need to be productive. I need to be go, do. I can't slow down. I can't be kind, patient, or gentle with myself. I'll get in trouble. Something horrible is going to happen. I just know it. I feel it. In my bones, I feel it. If that is you, please know that you are not alone. We are here right beside you. We are here with you. And what we do here every single week, and what we do over the Foundation for Post-Traumatic Healing and Complex Trauma Research every single day, multiple times a day, is we warmly acknowledge those feelings, those gut responses. We hold them in gentle care, and we listen to what they have to say, and we respond in the ways in which our caregivers could have and should have responded. We respond with warmth. We warmly witness those parts of us that are in need of a pause, of a break, of just a moment of gentleness. We fully acknowledge that this is a human necessity, and we validate how terrifying and terror-provoking and unsettling it can feel. And we do all of this right beside one another so that we can be warmly witnessed by one another and accepted and validated. And we walk away from this place here every Monday, and from all of the groups every day at the Foundation. We walk away with a felt sense of empathy, having experienced what it might be like to just feel safe enough for that moment to just be gentle, to be kind, to be patient, to be gentle with ourselves. Right? So, if you are here for the first time and we're meeting you for the first time, we warmly welcome you. Again, this week, I'm sharing a piece of artwork with you up on the screen. This is a little glimpse of a photograph that I took in Hawaii, at Napili Bay, during sunset. Such a warm glow of light, such a warmth. And I wrote a meditation for our community. So before we get started, I just want to invite you to get comfortable. And I want to pause and warmly welcome each of you who are here that I can see by name, those who are in the chat box. And for all 25 of us who are here together now, thank you. With my hand on my heart, thank you for your presence. Hello, and a very warm welcome to you, Candida, to you, Ninja Taco, Jeffrey Sherman, John Harvey. Oh, thank you for the sweets and the love and the hugs and the waves. Hello to you, Mary and Kitty and Jen and Mandy J and Lil J. Hello, hello. Oh, warmly receiving your kindness. Yes. Warm welcome to you, Lisa. Welcome back, Lisa. So grateful you're here for the second time. We warmly welcome you. Offering you comfort and gentleness, Mandy J and Lil J. Hello to you, Betsy. We warmly welcome you back as well. Just feeling very grateful for this community. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, I'm going to read for you our gentle breath work and meditation that I wrote for you. And thank you for all of your encouragement and warmth regarding the meditations that I've been sharing with you that I wrote. And then when we're done with the meditation and our gentle breath work together, we have week 4 or part 4 of Dr. Femke Baker's Self-Gentleness. So excited. So here we go, everyone. This meditation was inspired by Dr. Femke Baker's work on the topic of self-gentleness. And remember that everything we talk about here, week after week, month after month, year after year, almost 11 years now, everything is an invitation. It's not an expectation. You are always the expert on your body and your healing. Please only participate in what you find helpful and supportive. So let us begin by finding a comfortable position. As always, we might choose to sit or lie down, stand, or even walk slowly and mindfully. Whatever feels the most supportive for you in this moment right now. Monday, April 21st, 2025, 7:14 p.m. Eastern Time. And if it feels safe, you're invited to gently close your eyes And if that doesn't feel comfortable, you are welcome to soften your gaze, perhaps choosing a still point in the space around you. Let's take a moment, just pausing to warmly acknowledge and be in awe of our nervous system, this beautiful, miraculous part of us that has carried us all the way here. Honoring our sympathetic nervous system that has risen up in moments of fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Always remembering that when our sympathetic nervous system rises up in these moments, it is not because there's anything wrong with us. It's not because we're broken and need a fixing. It is because we are beautifully, magnificently wired for survival. And here, in this shared space, every week for almost 11 years now, we are here together. We are inviting in co-regulation. A gentle shift toward our parasympathetic nervous system. A place of rest, retreat, digest, calm, or even neutral. Just a feeling of being. Let us take a soft, intentional breath in through our nose. And gently exhaling through the mouth like a slow and gentle sigh. Again, gently breathing in and out. Again. And out. Nothing to fix, nothing to force. Today we are simply practicing the art of self-gentleness. The radical permission to treat ourselves with the same tenderness we might offer a dear friend or a beloved pet in need of comfort, or a small child. What if we no longer have to earn our softness? What if self-gentleness was our birthright? to invite you to place a hand on your heart space or anywhere that feels comforting to you. Let your own body guide you to what feels most comfortable. And may these words wash gently over you like the warm sunlight in the photograph I'm sharing with you on the screen. I am allowed to be gentle with myself. I am allowed to move slowly. I am allowed to feel whatever I am feeling without judgment. I am not running behind. I am right on time. I am doing the best I can, and my best is good enough. I can offer myself the same compassion I offer others. I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to yawn. As we are here in this quiet kindness for just a few more minutes, let us take a couple gentle breaths together. With each exhale being a letting go, and with each inhale being an invitation to return to ourselves in gentleness. Breathing in together, allowing a gentle stretch, and breathing out. And whenever you're ready, just slowly coming back into the space around you, wiggling your fingers, allowing yourself to yawn, rolling your shoulders, softening your jaw, and gently opening your eyes if they were closed. Beautiful. Well done. And before we move on to our teaching with Dr. Femke Baker, I want to pause and acknowledge each of you for the quiet courage it takes to meet yourself with gentleness right here, right now, as often as you do every week. You have so much to be proud of. You are doing the sacred work. Warm welcome to anyone I haven't had a chance to greet by name. Warm welcome to you, honey. We are so honored by your presence and so grateful that you've chosen to be here with us. Thank you. So we're going to listen to Dr. Femke Baker. And I want to make sure that the volume is good. So please feel free to communicate that with me in the chat box. A warm welcome to you, Isabel. So grateful for your presence as well. Welcome, welcome. Here we go. Part 4 of Dr. Femke Baker's teaching on self-gentleness.
Hello, dear friend. Welcome to day 4 of this mini course on self-gentleness. In this class, I want to discuss with you how you can proceed from here on into a life of more self-gentleness. Of course, we've only scratched the surface of what self-gentleness entails. But you have learned the most important tools to start working on that life of self-gentleness. First of all, there is that intention. And setting this intention is something that you might want to repeat for yourself from time to time, to remind yourself that you want to be self-gentle to yourself. And of course, my definition is about radical and consistent self-gentleness, but do not let that deter you to start with self-gentleness. Even 1 second of self-gentleness a day is a start. And then you will work your way up into 1 minute of self-gentleness, towards 1 hour of self-gentleness, towards 1 day or maybe in a week of self-gentleness. And before you know it, you will find yourself in a more self-gentle life. Mastering self-gentleness wouldn't mean that you are self-gentle all the time. I'm a teacher of self-gentleness, and I'm not self-gentle all the time. The art of self-gentleness is to recognize when you are not self-gentle, to then stop yourself, to come back to yourself, and then take a different course so that you can be more self-gentle. And that is basically all that there is to it. To become aware of what is going on with you, your body, your heart, your soul, to listen to it and to try to honor it as much as you can. And over time, you will notice that it becomes easier. It becomes easier to steer the ship around whenever you are back to self-criticism, back to not being so nice to yourself. But that is okay. Don't beat yourself up when you notice that you forgot to be self-gentle, because that would not be self-gentle in itself. I know, it sounds like a paradox. So, one of the most important tools that you learn today is to tune in. And in day 2, I guided you in a meditation and a practice to tune in. What I will do is that in day 5, I will publish a 2-minute tuning in tool. So that's one that you can use any moment, anywhere. When you go to the restroom and you take 2 minutes, when you're behind your computer and you take 2 minutes, when you're cooking dinner, you have to wait a few minutes, you can use this tool. Whenever, wherever you can, just a 2 minutes tool to tune in with yourself. And the more you practice that, the more it will start to be an automatic process that you don't even have to do deliberately, but you will start to feel that you are tuning in at the moment that you need it. There's another practice that is really, really helpful, and I will publish this in day 6, and that's called an evening practice. Also, this is a 2-minute tool that you can do just before you go to sleep. The moment that you are in bed, you're ready to go to sleep, the lights are off, blankets are up, you're all ready to sleep, and then you do this practice. It's just 2 minutes of cultivating gratefulness and setting an intention for the next day. And I want to explain you why that is important, because in day 6 you will only find the 2-minute tools, and I want you to explain you here why that is so important. When we go to bed, we often still chew mentally on the day that we had, and sometimes we even chew on the years, the life that we had. Or we worry about the future. We worry about things to do. We worried about whatever things will come our way. And all those things influence not only our sleep, but also the way we wake up. What you want to do with this practice is to detach yourself from all those worries and all those fears and all those things that you like to chew on mentally. What we do is to focus briefly on gratefulness, cultivate that positive feeling, that pleasant feeling about which we spoke, which is so important for your well-being. And then you set the intention that tomorrow is a new day with new possibilities, with new roads to walk on, with new paths to discover. And this will help you to wake up the next day with a different mindset. If you go to sleep with a lot of worries on your mind and you wake up, then generally you pick up on those worries very quickly again. But if you go to sleep with this intention that there is a new day with new possibilities and this has been fed by your gratefulness, this will make a difference. So in day 6, you will find this 2-minute tool for that. And then the next morning when you wake up, the first thing you do, you still in bed, you don't even have to open your eyes. Then there is this 2-minute tool for a morning practice. And this practice is simply greeting yourself lovingly and then tuning in what it is that you need right now. Why did I make this specifically in a morning practice? Well, the idea is that when you go to sleep, feeling grateful with an intention for a new day, and when you wake up, you immediately pick up on that by lovingly greeting yourself and lovingly tuning in to acknowledge what is going on and to honor the needs that are there, then you set yourself up for a day of self-gentleness. This 2-minute tool you will find in day 7. One more thing. Don't expect miracles. Expect an incremental shift from where you are right now towards a more self-gentle life. You have been practicing not being self-gentle for all these years. You now start to practice self-gentleness, and this will take some time. Just using the tool once might make you feel good for a moment, but that moment can go pretty quickly. If you set yourself up to do these practices in a daily routine by just 2 minutes before you go to sleep, 2 minutes when you wake up, and then 2 minutes during the day, and you will maintain this for, let's say, 1 month, 30 days, you are really and significantly training yourself to become more self-gentle. And with that shift towards self-gentleness, there will be a shift in your life, the way you experience things, the way you treat others, the way you can set your boundaries in a very healthy but also gentle way. And I know when I'm telling you this, you might grasp it cognitively, but to really understand what I mean, you will have to start to practice it. That's why I made this mini course, to keep it feasible, doable, to provide you with 2-minute tools, because I know that you will have 6 minutes a day, 2 in the evening, 2 in the morning, and 2 during the day. You can spare those 6 minutes, even more. If you spend those 6 minutes for yourself, you will start to notice that time opens up, time becomes more relative, time becomes more easy, and there will be more room for you. All right, so let's wrap this up. I conveyed to you the importance of self-gentleness. I gave you some insights on tools that you could use to become more self-gentle. I offer you 3 bonus tracks that you can start to use on a consistent basis. And I suggest that you will start right away with the evening practice, the morning practice, and the tuning in, and do this for 30 days and just see what happens. Let's close off this session with the intention again, because I think setting intentions is what helps us to continue doing things. So let's sit comfortable, close your eyes, and if you like, you can put your hands on your heart. And when you have your hands on your heart, you can feel your breathing under your hands. You can feel your heart beating under your hands. To just sit like this, with your eyes closed, your attention on your heart, your hands following the rhythm of your breath. Just this in itself is such a beautiful moment of connection with who you really are. You could even observe your breath while you're sitting like this. Observe your breath that is flowing into your nostrils and then flowing out of your nostrils in a very natural, normal rhythm. And then you notice that while you're sitting here with your hands on your heart, observing your breath, that there comes this sense of peacefulness, a sense of calmness. And there might be thoughts popping up in your head. That's okay. Your head is made to think. The moment you notice it, you simply bring your attention back to your nostrils, to the air flowing in and the air flowing out. All your attention to your nostrils, to the air flowing in and the air flowing out. Can you feel the sense of connection with yourself, with your heart, following the natural path of breath of your body? Peacefulness, calmness, as if you are landing in yourself. Let's set an intention. I promise myself that I will be aware of how gentle I am with myself. And every time I'm not gentle, I will notice, I will not condemn, but I will shift towards more self-gentle thoughts, more self-gentle actions. Whenever I make demands on myself because of others or because of my own expectations, I will check in with myself if it's feasible, if I feel good by doing it. From now on, I will aim for self-gentleness because I am worth it. I'm going to allow gentleness in towards myself and then towards others. But I will never favor gentleness towards others over gentleness towards myself, because I understand deeply that by being self-gentle, I will grow gentleness towards others. I promise this to myself with all the love and kindness and compassion and gentleness that I feel right now for me. Now sit with this intention for as long as you like. Feel the power of these words. Feel the power of this promise to yourself. And while you're sitting here, I welcome you on this path of self-gentleness. If you want to know or learn more about self-gentleness, then keep following me on Insight Timer. New and more extensive self-gentleness courses are in the making. And check out my Friday lives on Insight Timer, where I frequently speak about self-gentleness in relation to all kinds of topics. I invite you to continue with the tools that I provided for you in day 5, 6, and 7. Again, these are only 2 minutes each. Try them for a month and see what happens. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you many self-gentle moments. You know where to find me in the classroom if you want to ask something or if you want to share something with me or other participants. And for now, sending you love. Until next time.
Just pausing to check in with each of you. So, next week, we will be able to listen to a couple of there's a 2-minute check-in that I've used. Sometimes that's all I have time for, just 2 minutes. For instance, while I'm washing a dish or just preparing. And then there's also a 2-minute evening one, which I've yet to for some reason, it just doesn't ever come to me to do the evening time one. But interestingly, I tried out the morning one. And I'm so proud of myself that I did that, because it felt so nourishing and I didn't believe that it would. I just thought, oh, I'm just putting more things on my to-do list. Like I'm just doing the same old thing. It's just repackaged. But I can honestly say it's different this time. Like the morning one for me has been really helpful. So next week I will share with you the 2-minute tuning in the evening and then the morning. And then you can choose if it's something that you enjoy or something you do not enjoy. And remember, as with everything that we talk about here, every single Monday, everything is an invitation. There are no expectations. You already did the hard work. You're here. In order to find this space, whether you're here with us live on Monday at 7:44 p.m. Eastern on April 21st, 2025, or if you are listening to this on a replay, you already did it. You showed up for yourself. You've been here and you've listened to gentle breath work and a meditation and a teaching on self-gentleness and an invitation to simply breathe. And now I will transition our time into our compassionate healing strategy written by Dr. Ariel Schwartz on the topic of compassionate healing strategies for the healing of CPTSD. And this week's strategy is peaceful place visualization. So let me know if this lands for you. Dr. Ariel says, creative visualization can be helpful for those of us healing CPTSD. The brain does not differentiate between real or imagined experiences. So, focusing our mind on a positive visualization, a safe enough visualization, can be a powerful tool. So for this practice, let's take our time just thinking of a place that feels peaceful and calm. This can be an actual place, or it can be an imagined place. I know for me, whenever we do this particular healing strategy, I always think of the very first one I ever thought of, which was this apartment complex swimming pool from when my son was little. And I can picture myself sitting on the chairs with him. And this apartment complex swimming pool had a gate with a lock on it. And you had to have a key to get in. And where my chair was sitting in my peaceful place visualization, there's no way that anyone could have snuck up behind me because there was no one behind me in the space. And if anyone were to come in to this swimming pool area, I would have been able to see them because I was looking right at the gate. I'll never forget that. It's been a really big anchor for my own healing journey, just to recall that on a consistent basis. So, how about you? Maybe your place, maybe your peaceful place is in nature. Maybe it's on a mountaintop, looking down on a whole bunch of trees, or maybe it's like the space of the photograph I'm sharing with you on the screen, with the ocean and the palm trees and the sunset and the sun glistening off the water. You get to choose your peaceful place. Yours might be a building that is a healing sanctuary. So once you have identified your unique, peaceful place, this is an opportunity for us to use our senses to heighten the image. So Dr. Ariel invites us to look around at our imagined place. And what do we see? What do we hear? How do we feel in our body? Would we like for anyone to be with us here in our peaceful place? Or would we like any safeguards to be put in place so that we can feel calm and peaceful? This could be, like I shared with you about my peaceful place, it could be a fence or a door or a gate with a lock. I think the most beautiful part of this healing strategy is that we are in charge of who gets to come in to our peaceful place. And the reason that is important is because one of the main differentiating factors of CPTSD as it relates to PTSD, the C indicates that we have experienced repeated relational trauma. And that means that there's always a person involved with CPTSD. So the fact that we get to make sure that there's a fence or a lock on the gate, or we get to choose who gets to come into our peaceful place, this helps us to experience in our mind's eye and in reality a felt sense of safety. So once we have developed our peaceful place, let us take a slow breath together and just notice how we feel in the body. And out. And we can return to this place as often as we choose. Well done. Yes, Kitty, excellent memory. Yes, we have done that healing strategy, that compassionate healing strategy. I usually find one in her book to pair with the topic of the week, and this one felt so appropriate as I paired it with the meditation that I wrote for you that was inspired by Dr. Femke Baker's Self-Gentleness. Great memory. So we have our Loving the Self affirmation written by Lisa A. Romano. And this is from page 109 of Lisa's book, her free downloadable book titled Loving the Self Affirmations. And Lisa says, sometimes as we are healing, we find a number of ways of avoiding true intimacy. Sometimes we avoid emotions. Sometimes we can avoid having conversations that we know we could be having. Now, because when we were younger, we may not have been taught how to communicate in healthy and intimate ways. We may not know how to say what we mean or how to mean what we say. So, for today, I will honor my feelings and begin having more positive, nurturing, and empathetic inner dialogue. I am healing my inner child, and I am learning how to effectively communicate my ideas, needs, and wants to others. And most importantly, I am learning to hear and honor the self. I am capable of effective inner and outer communication. Slow breath in together. And out. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. I love being here with you. It went by so quick today. Thank you all for thank you for all of the likes. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Where's Mary? Is Mary still here? Was it you, Mary, that commented last week? We had such a bigger group, or was that you, Candida? We had 52 people here at one time. My goodness. We're back down to 30 something. Oh, it's changing. Oh, we're almost back up to 40. But yeah, our little community is growing. It's only taken us 11 years. I really want to encourage you. We are talking about things that don't feel safe to talk about quite often. And it's so important that you know that showing up here as often as you do is such a radical act of self-compassion and self-advocacy. It helps to cancel out the abandonment that was modeled for us and perpetrated upon us. It really is such a beautiful, beautiful thing when we show up for ourselves. So thank you. Thank you for walking beside me for over a decade as I've done this crazy healing in public thing. It's like such an interesting thing, right? So I just want to say thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you for being in my life and allowing me to be in yours. I want to stay here with you for a few minutes and just get your take on a couple of things once we end our video.